jumping into the recap. Last time, you guys successfully ended the confrontation with Yargan, made a truce as of now. Zario has promised his death in the future at Zario's hands, and Yargan was nonchalant about it. He didn't seem nonplussed in the slightest. And he actually kind of took Zario and Bjork under his wing a little bit, showed you a little bit of the basics of his operation, while the rest of you went out and got all the supplies in order to set the shop back after the battle ensued and broke all of his supplies. He has given you the information as to how to find the ship, the Island Oasis, from an abandoned part of the Harbor District. And he said that you can talk to the captain of the ship. He knows precisely where to find Gadrin Lamb, because he goes and he gets the main secret ingredient for the shiver. No one is aware of what the ingredient is, or where exactly it comes from, except for the people on the ship, and probably just the captain truly knows all the details. But you found, in your cleanup, you found a love note written to someone called the Moengi Queen. And Yargan is offering, he's going to amend the offer because he wants more of you rather than fewer of you to agree to the contract. He brought over your favorite cleric of Asmodeus, Jolly Knob, to make a contract with Asmodeus, and he will give you a potion of cure moderate wounds for every person that agrees to the contract to ensure that Zoena, first mate of the Island Oasis, is not killed in your altercation. While you are over there, you will not let her be killed, is what the contract states. You can knock her out, you can bribe her, you can chase her off, you can do whatever you want, tie her up, anything. Do not kill her. Will any of you sign this contract? I will aid you in your efforts. 100 gold plus a potion of cure moderate wounds for each person that signs.
I would advise you all to think before you sign. Think very hard.
Jolly Knob happily steps up to the rest of you, and he says, "Please, please. We're all friends here. We don't want to see unnecessary bloodshed. Now, who wants to sign the contract?"
Let's say we don't sign, but we save that person anyway. Can we still get compensation?
Well, I suppose if you come back and she's still alive, that seems fairly straightforward, and my plans of keeping her alive will be a success. So I suppose that I would give you recompense, but I would prefer it in a contract. So I will give you the benefit of these potions ahead of time. I'll give you the 100 gold if you sign the contract, or if you come back and she's still alive. Either way. But you're only getting the potions if you sign the contract now to ensure her survival.
And what's
Let's
the
say
penalty?
I sign.
Yeah, what's the penalty if she perishes?
The penalty? I'll be furious. Instead of having an ally in me, and possibly her, you'll have made more enemies than you can possibly imagine. She's a very popular woman around the Harbor District.
One could argue we've already seen you angry and furious.
Ha! You've caught me on a good day. I'm willing to bargain with you. You haven't seen me mad yet, Zario.
I'd say if you could provide one of those potions for each of us and 100 gold for each of us, which would also help in the way of bribes. Maybe that would be more amenable to the group.
All right. How about this? Each person that signs the contract to ensure her survival gets 100 gold and a potion of cure moderate wounds. He looks disdainfully over at Treha.
She winks at him.
He looks taken aback for a second.
And scowls right away again.
And what about the captain's fate?
Oh. He's an asshat. Kill him if you want. Just make sure to get the information.
Wait, did you say asset or asshat?
Asshat. I don't give a shit about him.
I see dialect sometimes hard for me to understand.
Yes.
So the captain is the one we are saving. The asset, yes. That is very good with us.
The captain knows the location of Gadrin. The others may or may not know. If you can figure out Gadrin's location another way, by all means. Jolly Knob steps up, happily handing out the contract for you all to sign. He makes the amendments to the very end of what will the payment be. 100 gold and a cure moderate potion for each person that signs.
I mean, if there's no magical tie to it, it doesn't sound like this contract is any downside to us. Right?
It almost protects us. Yeah, it almost protects us if we... Like, I guess we should probably clarify that, but it probably protects us in the event that we don't intend to kill her, but if something were to unfortunately happen.
Okay, why don't you do a linguistics check on the contract, Zario?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
There is always a curse with these things.
Yeah, you're reading through it, and maybe your head's clouded just because Yargan's here. It seems straightforward enough.
All right. Dario's going to go ahead and step forward. He'll begrudgingly sign it.
All right. Anyone else?
Oh, we may have lost you.
Yeah, Bjork's seen that. He'll also step forward and sign.
Okay.
He doesn't read too well, but he trusts that Zarya's got it down.
All right.
I'll sign. I always need healing, and I'm already cursed.
Maybe it'll be a good curse. The last one did wonders for you. All right. So I'm assuming not Treha.
No, definitely not.
And I think we lost Tao, so we can retroactively add him back on in a second. I think he's... You back on, Tao?
Yeah, I saw a big red X in the sky, and I pushed on that little red X in the sky on my browser.
We've all been there.
Momentarily dazed by a passing seagull. But I also will sign.
All right. So all
yeah,
four of you.
He just looks at the potions on the table, and he's just kind of mesmerized by him.
You did talk him up to a lot more gold, too, so... 400 GP for cure moderate wounds potions.
Per person. And.
So total, yeah.
Important.
I figure just add that to your own character sheet.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Probably a good idea.
And then, yeah.
Ray has not getting none
First
of this.
gold Zario's had in a while.
Yeah, so...
Treha has her hands on her hips and is shaking her head disapprovingly like an old lady.
Well, yeah, because it's still a contract to Asmodeus. She's not a big fan of those. So as you all sign your names, then Yargan signs his. All of your arms begin to have fiery letters burn across them, and it tingles for a little bit, and then you see it right all the way up your arm and down your side and back, since there's so much writing. But then after that, it fades away.
What was that linguistics check level? Golly.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's, Asmodeus folk, they're prone to put in some fun little amendments, but, as long as you generally hold to it, you're probably going to be just fine.
Would that be like, what would that be to check what was done to us? Like a spellcraft check or what?
At this point, it'd be too hard, because now it looks like...
Hard.
Yeah, you can... like a spellcraft would be able to determine that you are under an effect, but that's about it, yeah. Mm-hmm. And I rolled pretty high for Jolly Knob on his writing of his contract.
Gotcha.
He's a clever little cleric. All right. You've been given your goods. You're given the directions. Do you need to go shop or get anything before you head over there? Are you ready to...
I think we need to game plan is all, I think, is the biggest thing. Maybe we should do some inventory in the party, though.
Yeah, do you want to read off, like, major magic items or potions you all have? Just so you know what you're aware of. And
Trey has got Potion of Spider Climb and the Wand of Cure Light with 9 charges left. And no money. She's very poor.
Yeah, Zario's just got the Cure Moderate Wounds that we just picked up, as well as his Disguise Kit.
Mm-hmm.
Our party general has 760 gold and a couple potions that have not been claimed. We have 1 potion of Vanish, 1 potion of Cure Light Wounds, 1 potion of Bark Skin, 2 potions of Infernal Healing.
Mm.
So we can dole those out before we get cracking here. Who wants the potion of Vanish?
Treha wouldn't mind that.
Treha usually stealths around, yeah.
Awesome. I'll take that off the sheet if you want to mark it on your own.
Well, no, she doesn't. She just acts like an old lady. Her stealth is actually -3. She's very bad at
it. And a potion of Vanish is just for your knowledge, it's only 1 round of invisibility, so it's
That's enough sometimes.
yeah.
A getaway, maybe.
Yeah, it is just like useful as a getaway or a quick distraction or something.
It's
You want to take that?
absolutely.
Alright, we'll put that on your character sheet. Who wants the potion of Cure Light Wounds? Does anyone not have a healing potion on them? No? Alright, well, anyone want an additional healing potion?
I feel like Zario is usually spending the most time on the ground of anyone, so it probably shouldn't be with me.
Maybe it should.
Unless you want to spend time to yank it off of me.
Let's see. What about Chubbs? Chubbs is usually, like, hard fighting up close.
Yeah, I supposedly have a potion of Cure Light Wounds, and now the moderate wounds.
I'm thinking Bjork.
Well, Bjork's got a Cure Mod on him right now.
Right, but you're pretty close usually to Chubbs. If you need to... Because like, I have some healing backup.
Chubbs.
Treha has healing backup. You or Zario, or...
I'm a range...
Just to healing.
I'm shooting with my bow, so I'm trying to be far away.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I guess, yeah, I can take it and just hold on to it for now.
You're pretty sturdy, right? Your HP?
Yeah, it's like 17 or something.
Okay.
Although,
And
I'm
Zario,
at
what's your HP?
Mine's pretty weak. I'm at 13. Is my max
total?
Yeah, total.
Yeah, I'm thinking you give it to someone. Oh, yeah, it's up to you. You could give it to someone that has more HP. That'll be up longer in a fight. And can then decide who to give it to, or give it to someone that's a little softer.
I feel like Zaryo having it would be good. Because
Yeah,
I can take it.
All right.
I'm cool with that.
Cure Light to Zaryo. We'll take it off the list. Potion of Bark Skin.
a lot higher percentage of his HP than ours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Bark Skin Potion.
+2 to natural AC.
Oh,
I
that's
have
pretty
a way
good.
to enhance my AC. I just, unfortunately, from an action economy standpoint, haven't been able to really do so.
Mm-hmm.
But probably maybe give to one of the more melee characters, like Chubb.
It also lasts a while, too, so you can do it ahead of combat.
Oh yeah, that'd be very useful for Chubbs or another melee character.
Would it stack with his when he rages?
No, that's the same. Natural armor.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, natural armor bonus.
What about?
Oh wait, no, it's an enhancement. Yeah, it would work.
Yeah, I would take it.
Yeah, it would work.
Oh, it works.
Yeah, it does stack.
I thought the shark skin gave natural armor.
It gives natural armor. This is an enhancement to natural armor.
Oh.
It stacks on top of someone's existing natural armor.
Oh dear lord. How the modifiers stack in this game is silly sometimes.
It's very strange, yes.
All right, Chubbs, you got that?
I'll do the bark skin. Or
Yeah.
Potion of Bark Skin.
It lasts
that's super good for
it
you.
lasts for 30 minutes.
Dang.
whoa, that's an eternity.
Yeah. So as long as you're basically just in combat zone, it's going to be the whole time.
You know, I also have a green bubbling strength potion and a pink bubbling dexterity potion.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody's
Gotta use 'em.
Yeah, you got to use them.
Verity, check them all.
Don't get elixir syndrome.
Yeah, can we have a ranger before the fight?
Power.
Just do a cutscene where we're all playing like beer pong, but with potions.
Yeah, and you were told by the merchant Vanrith Aiken that they are bull strength, so it could be up to a +4 to your strength, and cat's grace +4 to dex potions, but they're specially made, so they'll either be better or worse than the normal. But he wants to hear how they do in the field, so you got to report back.
Better or worse.
Neither of those would do anything for Treja.
Better or way worse.
Could be, yeah. There will be a roll involved.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
On the roll, could I spend either my hero point or my bottle cap or my inspiration point?
Ooh. That's interesting. All right, I would allow that. That's a creative use for it.
Smart.
Just gotta roll the potion.
Just to get a bottle cap for figuring that out.
Infinite bottle cap economy. Alright, I'm taking that potion of bark skin off the group list, assuming you've got it, Chubbs.
Mm-hmm.
We have 2 potions of infernal healing. Do we know what those do?
Good. Cool. Treja recoils from them. Doesn't have to use them. Those are horrible.
Oh wait, it
I
gives
believe it's like
fast healing
1 HP per round.
1
Actually,
minute.
this is assuming she knows what they're.
Yeah, maybe we should do little knowledge checks.
Yeah,
Just
that's
to see
Oh, I
if there's
guess
any-
that's... Oh, sorry.
that's a
I
high
should
enough
look that up
spellcraft. You know.
All right.
Just like the contract with this devil. It's healing from devil. Don't use it. But you're going to anyway, whatever.
So, does anyone want them, or are you going to hold on to them for now?
That person that's helping us with Asmodeus, that guy is... What's his... But he's not a devil, is he? He's a...
No, it's just a halfling.
Halfling cleric.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good old Jolly
Tal
Knob.
will say that, well, we're already dealing with Asmodeus. Might as well have more backup. And he definitely will take one.
All right. Take one.
She imitates Taz with, how much worse could it get?
Does she also take one?
Definitely not.
Tao just laughs and says, none for you. And he straps it to his calf where his old potion used to be.
Nice. All right. Is anyone taking the other one?
Bjork will go, well, we always need more cooking ingredients. This will do fine. He grabs the other one.
Oh, on that note, just while I remember, you expertly cooked the ingredients that you found from Yargen's spice cabinet and his herbs in the backyard, that everyone has a +1 to their initiative rolls today.
Oh, yeah. Good call. Let's see. We have one tree feather token. Do we recall what that does? Tree feather token. I don't know if that was like a magical item.
It is, yeah.
Did we know what it did, or did we fail our roll to
I think
do?
you did. Yeah, no, you got it. It's a very easy roll, because it's a very minor item. It literally just summons a tree when you throw it on the ground.
Anyone want the tree token? Who's our green thumb here?
Might be you.
Perhaps someone for, like, cover. I don't know, when they're, like, shooting from range, or, like...
You could climb a tree
or,
and
like,
shoot.
Shove it down a monster's throat kind of thing. Just let it grow inside of him.
Give it to
How
Trey
fast is the
House,
sun
throw
in the
it.
tree?
Yeah, sorry, it's downstairs Trey House. I want it. If it gets hot, it's very nice for shade.
Good a reason as any.
Just
Trey House all about shade.
Take that off. Throwing it everywhere. And lastly, we've got a Tanglefoot bag.
Anyone want to use one of those?
I mean, I've had experience with those. I wouldn't mind having a second one.
All right. Take that one off, too. All right, I think that's pretty much everything except for things to sell.
Mm-hmm.
I would ask this guy Yargen to, if he, who else is on the crew that we might have to fight.
He doesn't know it. He's only dealt
I
with...
think it was just a couple bodyguards.
Yeah.
Was what was said last time.
I'm just thinking, too, of, like, for shopping, any of those common, like, DR weapons that people would like to have, just to have one spread around for people. Like, I think we've encountered... was there any enemy that we've had so far that we needed a DR weapon?
Sure, when you were in the bell tower.
Yeah, it was cold silver, maybe, or... I forget, or magical...
Oh, yeah.
Something along those lines, yeah. You want to do a knowledge
We could
planes?
or just to kind of just to think of, like low-key adventure party stuff that might be useful.
Knowledge, cold iron, knowledge planes would let you know if it was cold iron or silver, but one or both of those are useful to have.
I don't think they're really too expensive. Let me see. I'll just do just to enhance the group a little bit.
Especially if you got like a dagger.
Does anyone have any of that stuff? Yeah. Currently, I don't, but I might get like a spear with a tip of something.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, my star knife could use that.
Yeah. Any of that stuff. Anyone just from prior? You said cold or silver would be...
Cold iron or silver work against certain things.
Yeah. I feel like those are fairly common for low level.
Yeah. So if you'd have to do a knowledge planes to know which one works for which type of like demon or devil.
Oh, in the moment.
23 not do it?
Oh, let's see, 23. So for devils, you need good or silver weapons. For demons, it's good or cold iron.
That said, does anyone want this cold iron dagger we've got on our list?
Would there be a way to convert a dagger into a star knife? Because they're so similar.
Do you have a profession whittling metal? I don't know.
I would say, yeah, I've always thought about this too. So like if you have a weapon that's a small or a medium version of things, it seems ridiculous that you can't just like get it tweaked so that it's not a wasted item. So I think if you took it to a weaponsmith armor or something like that, they could make an adjustment.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Or some dough. Yeah.
Or else, yeah, a halfling made item would never be useful to the rest of the crew, sort of thing, or vice versa.
Oh, nice. Well, then do you want to take the cold iron dagger?
You would have to get it tweaked, but
Yeah,
that
we'll
wouldn't be
see
very
later.
expensive.
Yes.
Or could he just get one that is... Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you could get one. They're not too
What's
expensive
the
just to get
cost
a dagger.
differential?
Or like trade in.
There you go. Weapons made of cold iron cost twice as much as they're normal.
Oh, that's not that much.
Unless you're doing magical
Is it twice as
enhancements.
much?
Yeah. Any magical enhancements to a cold iron weapon increase the base cost by 2,000 gold.
Ooh.
So, not too bad.
And silver is also double price, or...
Let's see. Silver is... Silver...
Or is it more...
I think that one's not too bad either. Silver. Let's see. Silver. So, potentially more expensive initially, but you don't have the big bump if you want a magical one. Not like cold iron.
Mm-hmm. That +2, +20 in the group chat, +90, that's
Yep.
for
So
the
plus
silver, is that right?
yeah, for silver. So
Yep.
Silver.
Thank you, buddy.
yeah, so like each arrow would cost 2 gold per arrow, sort of thing.
Yep.
Each dagger or rapier, that's rapier would be one-handed. So each dagger or short sword, that's plus 20 gold on top of the normal. A one-handed, that's so like long sword. Or head of a double weapon, yeah. So one-handed, that's like a short spear, plus 90 gold.
Mm-hmm.
like a great axe or long spear, plus 180 gold. So, any of those items you're going to pick up?
I'll definitely do I think the cheaper was the cold iron for like a spear, a short spear.
All right. So,
Could I borrow some gold?
you,
I seem to be short right now. You'd help with old me, yes?
I think we still have a person cut. Like, right now, I currently see 151 is the person cut.
yeah, Bjork, do you want to just disperse the party gold?
Yeah, sure. So just delete all the items on there. So we get
Oh, young strapping man, could you please carry my gold for me?
Alright, so
I feel so much safer knowing that you are keeping it under watch for me.
alright. Bjork will carry that gold, but how about we just distribute it on our character sheets right now, so that way we can get rid of all this stuff. So everyone gets 0.86 gold.
All right. So that's 151 gold, 8 silver, 6 copper.
I'm adding this to the 100 we just got for
Yep.
the contract.
Yep.
Nice. And I guess going back to the cold silver piece, is that like can we present an existing weapon and just pay the extra?
Yeah, they can
90 gold.
they can add alchemical silver to it. Yep. And
Okay.
and it's a
in
quick
that
process.
case, yeah. All right. So I guess I would take that offer up then and make my rapier cold iron. We said.
Okay.
Oops, didn't mean to click that.
The cold iron is cheap, relatively. It's double price.
Mm-hmm.
For some things. So, like, I think some items are less than 10 or 20 gold. But if you wanted the silver, that's I think what you're saying.
Yeah, silver is the 90 gold.
Yeah, plus 90 gold.
Yeah, sorry, that's what I wanted.
Yep.
Freya's gonna get a star knife of each and immediately spend all of her money again.
Nice.
Yeah, our party's been broke.
Well, you guys are burning through it, buying all this fancy equipment and potions and
Buying
wands.
all these healing potions because we're constantly on death's door.
Exactly. Gosh.
Speaking of which, is everyone up enough HP wise?
Oh, yeah, good question about that again. Thanks for bringing that up.
Yes, I am good at the moment.
We have another night's rest, or no, I forget. Maybe we did already.
As far as he knows, you can go right now to try and meet the ship.
Did we
Yeah,
rested
I'm at 11
before
of 19.
this encounter started with him, though?
Yeah, you rested overnight at the inn one night, so you got all your spells and abilities back.
Mm-hmm.
And a little bit of
I'm down
healing.
8 as well. Oh, sorry.
So you're down.
We have a potion, or a wand, right, of cure?
Mhm.
Yeah, with 9 charges.
What's the cure range?
9, yep. Touch.
Or, sorry, like,
2
how
through
many?
2 through
Oh,
9.
1d8 plus
yeah.
1.
Yeah.
1d8 plus 1.
Mhm.
Okay.
9 charges is pretty weak.
Mm-hmm.
If this is like, we should probably get another wand. Or,
I don't know if you have enough money.
I don't think we do.
Yeah.
how much money would we need for like a cheap wand?
Well, $750 for a full 50 charges.
Right. But I'm not talking 50 charge.
And we're talking like back alley wand, like, bottom of the barrel wand.
Well, also
Like, doesn't
The guy got
have to be
jumped in the
pretty.
alleyway.
keep in mind they were extra expensive at the start of the King's Festival, and the festival's been going on, so they're probably more expensive now. So you would probably get very few charges because people are running out of items to sell.
How long did we have until we needed to go?
You're not sure. He doesn't know. He knows where the ship arrives, but he's expecting another shipment soon. He just gets notification when it happens.
Yeah.
I'm also off the spells for today.
Well, we just rested, didn't we?
Yeah, you did the rest at the end.
Oh,
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh,
you-
good.
You should be at full.
Yeah. I think we might just
And-
have to risk it
and
for
then-
the biscuit.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah. Yeah. I think I'm okay.
Yeah, I don't think at this point there's any. No, we kind of divvied up gold, and there's nothing that we're each looking to purchase. There's probably no side errands that we need to run at the moment. At least not for Zario.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just getting that one cold iron weapon then, and I won't do the silver yet.
You
So
know,
we got some. It sounds like we got some spread on that.
you don't want a silver spear?
I don't think I'm going to choke it up right now. We haven't had any encounters with silver, right? Neither
No,
yet.
you did. That was the devils.
Oh, Chuck.
The devils in the
Oh,
tower
really?
were silver. Yep.
Oh, fudge. Was anything cold iron then?
Not yet. Demons would be cold iron and other things like that.
Okay.
So-
Okay. Well, if we've already encountered it, then maybe Tao would have a reason to get both.
Mm-hmm.
I was just trying to think mental-wise. So a spear would be a...
One-handed weapon.
Yeah, I got so many tabs, I apologize. I'll figure it out. I'll get one of both. I'll figure it out.
Okay. Yeah.
oh, Bjork will buy some silver arrows, I suppose.
Nice.
So that,
There we go, bro.
you said that's just
Just straight up, 2 gold each.
extra.
Yeah,
Oh, it's just 2 gold.
just 2 gold each.
Or, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, an extra 2 gold per arrow?
Just 2 gold per arrow, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And
Good deal.
how much are cold iron arrows? Just double the cost of regular?
Yeah, which would be pretty cheap, because I think, don't you get
Yeah,
20?
2 gold for 20.
Yeah.
Sweet. Well, I'll put all those on there.
Yeah, so each gold, or each, silver piece per arrow normally. Alright. You guys are suited up. Healed
And
up.
Tao, just taking inventory of himself, just decides, he looks around, he unties his calf, and he knows he doesn't have enough money for the healing. And when people, are distracted, he's just gonna, maybe do something.
But
Do
Do you do a little glug glug?
Well, let me think for a sec. I am 8 down. I don't want to use that healing if we don't need it yet. And it goes 1 minute, right?
Yeah, so you heal
So it would,
one
up to
per
10
round.
HP.
Yeah. One per
All
round.
right, I'll
for
wait
you.
a little. I'll wait a little bit.
Okay.
I need to take a hit. Or we can do a cure light on me.
yeah, we could do kill it.
All right, hit me.
Four.
I'll take it.
That's pretty good.
Thank you.
Yeah, would you hit me too?
Hello, young man.
You-
Yeah.
3,
Oh,
Oh no.
the 20s. Pretty good.
How low are you, Chubbs?
I'm 5 off my max.
She'll do another one. I think it's worth it.
For him, definite, yeah.
Oof, 3.
Shark.
All right, yeah, we did it.
Good call.
Yikes.
Did an overheal. That's good.
I
Oh,
think overheal's better.
All right. So you guys do your quick purchases, have to fight your way through the crowds. The festival is still in full crazy throng. They're having lots of fun. Chubbs almost got pulled off several times by several ladies of the street. Some of them claim to recognize him. They're like, "Oh, long pole. First time's free for you."
York goes, "Are they all giving out hard candy?"
I think it's Longpole's turn for the hard candy this time.
But after that, I've got you moved on the map. So you should see the new place. You find yourselves?
We're all the way at the edge.
Yeah. Everyone found themselves?
Oh, yeah.
If you want to rearrange the party order, that's fine. I just moved you over in a clump.
We haven't talked. Are we like right where we're going to engage at this point, or are we going to have a chance to, as a party, kind of think about how we might approach this?
Yeah. So this is the Harbor District, and you are close to. There was like a small, like hanging sign that points up ahead for Island Oasis. So you know it's close by.
Okay. Well, everyone, any thoughts on how we might approach this? I can't imagine that they're going to let us just walk up and, let alone attempt to take, captive the woman we're after. I would imagine we're going to run into resistance, so any good thoughts?
Loaded down with a special ingredient. Stuff that gives it the monstrous kick.
The one-man Chubbs
games. Well, we don't know what this is yet, but yeah, I don't know. I just feel like we need to be cautious.
It is not go in with caution.
I don't like this new Chubbs. Wanted to be cautious.
Okay, once we locate it, I'll dive into the pile and see what happens.
Yeah. He sounds like he's been body snatched. It doesn't sound like Chubbs.
Well, I learned a lot about the value, the beauty of life in the last evening with all these street ladies.
Who is Tao stabbing over there?
Accidental.
Chubbs.
He's just practicing. He's testing Chubbs to see if he's real.
I haven't checked the park skid yet.
We could pose as it's possible we could maybe pose as part of the sailing crew. I think Chubbs here would blend in very well with that group. Maybe some of the rest of us could work up a disguise. I don't know if that maybe gives us an opportunity to get some intel. Could ask around the area, see what we could glean.
But wait, we're at the exact spot where they're going to land?
Yeah,
Or
you're at the harbor district, so you're close by to where the ship docks.
and did we get intel on like exactly where they were going to dock or what kind of ship they were on or anything like that? Or do we just know generally they're coming to the ship dock sometime soon?
Yargen gave you enough details to find their port, so you know you're at the right port. And as you're kind of looking around, there's a lot of dilapidated ships, so it's probably going to be the only seafaring one in this part.
Okay. Cool.
So, not a good part of town.
Yeah. Hands
We
in.
could all pose as beggars and go up to the ship.
Yeah, Treha will do that, actually. Propose that for her. I'll be a beggar. They give old lady, they say things. Everyone says things to old lady. Tell life story. Someone going to say something.
I think Dario could probably work some of his profession in the area, see if there's a small job that he could maybe help with and in exchange for some intel.
So you want to go do some knowledge locals just on some of the people in the area first before you kind of explore this harbor?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. All right. Roll some knowledge locals or your professions. I guess, Treha, you can roll your profession too, because you might be able to con over some people for intel. I love the new profession.
Well, it's always been that way.
Oh, now I guess I'm just seeing it fully written out.
Yeah, it's never changed.
Maybe I just saw one word before. All right. Some pretty good rolls. Okay, so what are you hoping? Let's go with Zario first. So you got a 24 on knowledge local. What are you hoping to learn about? Just the crew, or what they've got, or what are you into?
Want to know, yeah, he wants to specifically know what the typical crew of this ship would be, and if it changes over regularly or if it's consistent.
So you find looks like a young man, but he's been maimed, and he's missing a hand and a foot. He's got stumps and then little pegs on both. And he says, yeah, I used to be on the island Oasis. They're fuckers, every one of them. They go through crew faster than any other ship I've ever seen. I don't know what kind of crew they've got nowadays, but back when I was on there, just a few months ago, it was about a half dozen of us. But the captain, he pushes us relentlessly. He says, everything must go according to the contract. And he's relentless about it. I don't understand. There's a fervor of madness in his eye. One time, we missed a deadline by just an hour or two. He threw someone overboard. I saw them get eaten by a shark. And he gestures at his stumps. He drives us so hard. On so little sleep, accidents happen. And when once I wasn't useful anymore, he threw me ashore. He said I'd slow them down. All right.
Sorry to hear that, friend. Does he? I want to ask him what his position on the ship was.
I just rolled barrels onto shore. That's about all I did. But it's wild. We only go through the most dangerous parts of the sea around here.
How did you screw that up?
Oh, you'll see if you get closer. You'll see.
but, like, rolling barrels isn't that hard.
You don't know me. You don't know my life. And then he starts ranting and raving, and then he just stumbles away.
Bjork shrugs.
You seem to have offended a friend here, Bjork.
I wouldn't be able to roll barrels.
But, like, if it's what you sign up for, like, you gotta be able to roll a barrel. Like, that's
Yeah,
not, like, rigging a sail or anything.
I think we've identified the role that you'll play on this ship, Bjork. Bjork the barrel roller.
I mean, my great-great-grandfather was a barrel roller.
His son was the carpenter, right?
That was my mother's side.
Oh.
The family history is so long and complicated.
It's quite a lot.
All right, Treha, you got a 20... What was it? Treha?
18.
Oh, 18, yeah. 18. That is not enough. You need something over 20. So, Chubbs, you got a 24 with your sailor. So, you're down by the docks. There's a little bit more of a crowd. Maybe are you talking to some folks working off the ships or in a bar? Where are you finding them?
And we're inquiring about the specific
Yeah.
ship.
Could be at a brothel.
Well, shoot, I was thinking to ask if the cargo was in, like, crates or barrels, but I guess we know maybe it's in barrels.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe I'm curious, like, how many people are in the crew?
All right.
Well,
Yeah. So
the folk are we talking about?
yeah. So where do you go to try and find out that information? Who do you talk to?
The watering hole, I guess.
Okay. So you go into a tavern nearby, and you strike up a conversation with some folks. Okay. And you see a halfling who's missing an eye, and he's missing a few fingers, and he says, "Ah, brother. Yes, I know about the island oasis. They're terrible. Worst ship I've ever worked. And I've worked a lot of ships in my years. First of all, it's not even built for us. Half the ships in port, they are built for halflings like us. You probably know. They're great.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Lower ceilings, shorter steps. It's just a better, more efficient design. This one, it's haphazard. And the crew, they're all mad. And the captain's the worst of the bunch. He seems to keep the most insane schedules. And we always hurry up and wait, as the captain says. And the crew, you want to know about the crew? Well, when I was on there were about 6 or 7 other crew members.
Use the chicken there and chicken toe.
That's a big, yeah. Whoa.
There's nothing in the freezer at all. Nothing that can work. No, like, fried chicken.
Well, here, look at this beautiful painting and let it inspire you.
You have any other questions for him?
Were these, backstory? Dang it, I should have reviewed that. I don't know any questions.
Okay. Let's see. All right. Bjork, not high enough to find out anything new. Tal, do you have any other questions you want to know about?
Sorry, I've been a little distracted.
It's all good.
Let's see here. So we found out that the one guy, the amputee guy, knows that the captain was kind of mad, right?
Yeah.
You get upset easily. And then this last guy told us the worship he worked on.
Yeah, usually 6 or 7 crew members.
And they're mad.
Yeah, I could roll. Should I make my own roll is what you're asking too?
So you did a roll. Is there anything else you want to know about?
In particular. Any ways on and off the boat, like any other, ways that we could go about is try to sneak aboard.
Okay. Where do you go to get the information? Just talking to beggars, talking to people in a bar, brothel, market?
I'll probably go to the beggars.
Okay. So you find a beggar, you kind of ask around, and they point you towards someone who knows about the Island Oasis, and he's like, Island Oasis, you want to know about secrets? Well, I'll tell you one. You're not going to find a special way on. There's over the gangplank, and that's it. Every other entryway you could think of is guarded. It's watched at all times by the little voice flapping about. I've never seen it, but I've heard it. That's all I know. You get on as the crew, but everywhere else you go, there's voices, chittering, laughter, flapping, all around the ship. It's haunted, I tell you.
I have a message for someone aboard. Do you think I could just walk on?
I doubt it.
I heard there's no guards.
Well, the crew, in their downtime, they don't have much to do besides pick fights. So I can't imagine they just let you waltz on.
Tao nods his head and just kind of walks on.
All right, so you guys have gotten some intel. Back to the harbor?
Back to the harbor.
All right.
Yeah.
So you are on the street view here. And you can see up the street a little ways. And you see out onto the dock. If you guys want to slowly start moving a direction or however you want to go about moving. These are all broken down buildings. Very, very dilapidated. To go inside them, they look very risky, as in a lot of the ceilings are collapsing. There's old barrels and clothes, bits of food here and there. Everything's moldy. There's rats in every building.
So, do we want to, try and wait for some of the people to disembark and then go to the ship? Or do we want to try and board the ship when it gets here? What are you guys feeling?
If the crew's turning over, I think that's an opportunity for us to kind of bluff our way as willing crewmates for the next voyage, if we want to set to sea.
Try house specialty.
Barrel roller. Get the old lady out of the barrels.
We've got 5 barrel rollers here for you.
Quick, Bill, teach me how to cook your sausage. I can do that.
You think that's gonna be taught in a day? You need a lifetime.
I can fake it.
Better than barrel rolling.
I mean, looking around, I think Treha, we could pitch you as the medic or the surgeon of the ship. You can heal, attend to wounds. Bjork, we've already talked about your special skill set with the barrels. We just, Chubb, you seem like you could be scaling and tending to the sails.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll think of something for you. Maybe you can man the cannons. Myself, I suppose I could play the role of a bosun. I could inspect the ship and try to stir up maybe some uncertainty with the captain, such that he thinks he needs us.
Here, one moment. Freya goes behind like a barrel or something, and she'll cast disguise self, and just look like a 40-year-old version of herself instead of a 70 or 80-year-old version.
Nice.
You look much younger. Do you still move as a little old lady?
Are those the words that you chose?
I do not mean offense by this. I'm trying to understand your capabilities on this ship.
I fight just fine. She coughs.
All right. So what's the plan, or who's
Oh,
moving forward?
maybe Tao, your role could be the carpenter. You could do some maintenance on the ship as I find things that need repair. Maybe that gets us spread out enough that we could gather some intel on this ship and try to ascertain what is going on with this captain. And worst comes to worst, which it usually does, we can then be prepared for some melee.
Alright, Bjork starts working on a little sign that says mates for hire, I guess.
And it's in the same design as that from that Always Sunny episode. Where they like invite the gym bros or whatever.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, mates for hire, it's got a huge bicep on it to show that we're strong mates, but it looks like a penis. Yeah.
I don't see any problems with this.
So our plan is to sit by the dock and hope that they hire us.
I was going to suggest that those of us that can focus on disguising ourselves, and then we approach the ship on the lookout for it and make our case plainly directly to the captain.
I see no flaws in this plan.
Quick GM question.
Mm-hmm.
So this little 3x3 wood piece that we're standing right next to.
Yeah.
That is where the ship is coming up, right?
I mean, you think so. If you explore
Yeah.
the dock, you'll see more. You just can't see anymore.
Yeah, but there's not a lot of space for people crowding around. Like, are there people milling about this one? Like, we know there's no guards
No,
here.
there's no one over this area.
No one. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty abandoned. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. In fact, you
I see.
were warned by just random peasants to go back.
Yeah, that's what yeah. So I say they'll probably see through any disguise. Maybe we don't play dumb, we play smart. We're desperate. We heard that the ship has a bad reputation, but we need work. See if they need more hands.
All right. Which plan do you want to try and implement, or who wants to go forward and try and talk to someone?
Freya will go with Zario. And she has her holy symbol disguised as a holy symbol of Gazra.
Nice.
Zario will use his disguise kit and what he's got to dress the part of a ship crewman.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Tao as well will do the disguise, and he'll try to look, like a little bit of a, I don't know if urchin is the right word, but kind of like a just ruffled up dock worker.
Still gonna stay Shawanti, or go more?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So who's moving forward? In which way? There's two paths.
Sorry, I missed the part. Were we going to the ship, or I didn't hear all of what Tao was suggesting at the end there?
I was saying we could just walk up and say we're desperate for work. We heard that they have a bad reputation. So we thought, hey, maybe they could be desperate enough to work with us.
I like that plan. I think we can work with that. Let's move on forward. Zario will start
We could just
taking the
walk
lead
right
here
up.
then.
I think Bjork follows behind, but just at a little more of a distance, so he doesn't have to do the talking and get himself in trouble with words.
Trouble with words.
Yeah, words are hard.
Yeah. Yeah, barrel rollers don't talk too much. Don't need to. So.
And remind me, do we know the ship's name? Was that any information we had gotten prior?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the island Oasis, right?
Yep.
Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Okay. Looks like we see this person ahead of us down this kind of alleyway.
Yeah, there's this sketchy-looking individual who's just kind of practicing his knife work at the end of the alley. And he looks up and he sees you, and he doesn't cease his practice. He's just stabbing in the air and stepping about, stabbing again.
Sario's going to start to approach him in a kind of gruff voice. Hello there, Island Oasis. Mind pointing us in the direction?
Yeah. It's back the other way. You're going the wrong direction. Sorry, pal. But
No worries at all.
your friend can stay. He leers over at Treha. She's in the right place. What do you say, Toots? Want to go for a ride on my ship? And then he grabs himself.
She chuckles. Even your ship isn't worth a whole night with me.
Oh. I like you. Ditch the losers, and we can have some fun.
You didn't hear anything I just said, did you?
He just smiles a nearly toothless smile at you.
My favorite.
What are you still doing here, urchins? Get out of here. The adults are talking.
Let's dip. What's down this way?
Down this way. Your death if you keep walking this direction, boy.
Why can't we get to work?
Oh, you can get work. The other two, they're only good
And where
for...
can the rest of us get work?
Honest day's work, you buffoon.
Well, wouldn't be that honest. But, no, the other two, they ain't good for nothing but shark bait.
What do you think, guys? I'm suggesting we do a sense motive about this character.
Yeah, you can roll it.
Yeah, sure.
Zario 17, yeah, you can tell he's putting up a tough front. He's got to try and scare Riff Raff off.
Zario's gonna bluff me here and just, as we were talking around amongst the area here, your reputation is a little, let's just say, lesser. Zario kind of grabs at his crotch to mimic what he was doing earlier.
Oh, no!
In fact, he's known for quite the opposite.
Do you think Zario's coming on to him?
Yeah, nat 1 on your bluff. Maybe you've never tried to be quite so crude in your bluffing, and you kind of like get your hands snagged on your trousers. He looks up.
Imagine it's like, well, we talked to other people, and they said.
He looks off. He looks off to the left. He says, "Zuina, we got a live one over here." And a lady steps over. A very strange woman steps into view. And she's holding a weapon that none of you have ever seen before. It looks like a much more compact version of a crossbow. And she holds it up in front of you. And she pulls the trigger, and a burst of flame shoots out at all of you. And that's where we're going to leave it for tonight.
What?
I wonder, too, just a humble GM,
Yeah.
as a humble player approaching his GM,
Yeah.
bowing the head 3 times in accordance with custom and respect. Did we actually get any identifying features of the woman we're supposed to not kill?
You did not. No, but you know that her name is Zawina.
It is Zawina.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you would hope that there are not more than one Zawina out on this port.
Maybe that's
Hey, wait, what did he just say? Did he just call her Zawina?
Yep, he said, "Hey, Zawina."
Okay.
Yep, and she has fired something that is blasting fiery pelts coming at you. Yeah, and that's where we'll leave it. We'll find out in a couple weeks what they do to you.
Do we get to roll surprise?
It's very surprising. How good of a surprise it'll be, you'll find out next time.
I have cover.
Will our sausage, inspiration points still be going next?
Oh, yeah.
Next session.
It's all still going. Yeah, it lasts for the day, so you're good. But,
is it humid enough by the docks for me to have, keen senses?
nah, you'd have to be in them. Maybe if it was, a fog or something.
Yeah, back at the brothel.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Moist and wantingness.
Hey, you haven't tried it yet. You haven't been around water, so you could jump in. Go for a swim. Yeah, could be good. Well, it's a good thing you purchased all your goods, healed up, And we'll see how it concludes next time.
Good stuff.
GG, y'all.